Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here. Today we're looking at a Dapp on the Solana blockchain called Delta One, which is not actually launched yet. You can join the waiting list by signing up, and then you can try and boost your chances of getting into the beta testing of the Dapp and of getting into a pre-sale for the token by being higher up in the waitlist. So I see this as a pretty good opportunity to get in super early on at any kind of Dapp is great, and one that seems to have quite a large following, such as Delta One. Then I'm in. I'm all in. So we're gonna have a look at how to get into the waiting list, how to boost up yourself in the waiting list, and of course we're gonna have a look at the Dapp and see exactly what it is and if it's going to be a good one or not. So stick around if you're into making some passive income. Let's check it out. So this is it here, Delta One. This is the beta version of the Dapp. Nothing special, just doesn't look that amazing. We go to here, connecting. You can use all sorts of different wallets on Solana. I use Sole extension. It's just the one that I started with. Apparently Phantom's a pretty good, PH Phantom, yeah, is a pretty good one as well. And then you can take your funds. So here I have, 273 worth of Solana, and I would be able to invest, but if we go to invest right now, it is only for beta users, so you need to join the Discord to join the beta. So I thought, okay, right, well, I'll do that later. The link for getting into the beta and getting on the waiting list to be in the beta and also the waiting list for the pre-sale is here. So you can find it in the description. You would then go to sign up. I've already joined. You sign up, then you put in your email, you put in some simple questions about yourself, and that's pretty much it. Once you've signed up, you go to already joined, and then you can just put in your email address, right? And it shows you where you are. So I am 23,300th in the queue. So there's a lot of people in the queue for this. And by being in this, I will not get, because I'm way far too down in the queue, so I need to go up a little bit more. And there are ways to go up, don't worry. The first access to earning APY with Delta One, and spots in pre-sale for the Delta DAO token. So really getting first access to earning APY with Delta One is amazing, because always getting the first access to anything, you get the highest amount of yield. So getting in earliest to any kind of Dapp is always the most beneficial thing you can do. So, I need to get this boosted up. To move up in line, I need to tweet my referral link to people around, and copy it around. I've referred 11 people to this link. So by getting the referral, I'm not getting any reward or anything. The only reward I'm getting is that my number in the spaces is going up higher. So I'm getting ahead of other people and being able to get into this Dapp. So that's how the link works. So for example, I could tweet my link. I'm 2,000 over. Man, it's a long way to the top. Okay, so I've tweeted that out. Also, you can copy the link. Where's the link gone? Copy your link to the clipboard and then paste it around in other places too, like head into, I have a shilling site here. So you put the link and then say new Dapp waiting list. Okay, so then someone might see that, and then they would click on it, and then you would get bumped up by another 25 spaces in the queue. So that's, it's a nice system to do this. Okay, so it means that only the people who are actually actively trying to promote your Dapp are going to be the ones that are going to get in first, which, I like that. And also the people who went in earliest found out about this earliest, okay? But it's not, we are all early for it because it's just launched. Okay, so coming to the doc section, let's find out what the fuck this thing is then. If we're talking about getting on, into some kind of pre-sale and getting on the waiting list for it, we don't even know what it is yet. So Delta One is a stable coin that does delta neutral yield farming and automatically provides all holders high APY returns. I'll link the doc section in the description too, so you can have a read through this. It's extremely complex. After reading through it once, and 1.5 times actually probably, I've come to the conclusion that it works similarly to how Taro on the Phantom Opera works, but in a slightly different way. Because on Taro, what you're doing is you're taking your liquidity pool tokens, you're putting them into Taro, then you're basically you're borrowing, you're providing lending, and you're borrowing off the collateral you're putting in the yield farming, then borrowing more liquidity pool tokens and farming with that to be able to get higher yield and get rewarded in the Taro token. But in Delta One, it's slightly different, because what you're doing is you're putting, for example, an asset such as Solana into the Delta One Dapp, okay? This one here, we'll be putting in Solana, for example. Putting in the Solana and receiving Delta One tokens in return. The Delta One is kind of like your proof of what you've put in, yeah, proof of your collateral. While it's in there, it's going to be sending your funds to places such as Tulip, okay, which is leverage farming, and using them to optimize your yield. And when you want to withdraw, it would then deleverage your tokens and send them back to you with more tokens. So this is how I understand it works. It's quite complex. You can read through the doc section in your own time. I only want to make this a short video because, to be honest, I'm more of a try by doing kind of guy. So until I can actually get into Delta 1 and start using the beta and having fun with it, and then I will probably be able to give you a better explanation of how it works, but that's how I understand it right now. They have a very lot of, they go over here, leverage, delta neutral, which basically means, imagine you're playing options trading, for example, the simplest kind of trading I can explain, where you want to bet on the price of something. So we'll take Solana. You want to bet if Solana is going to go up, Solana is going to go down. But what if you're options trading and you bet it's going to go up and it's going to go down? You're just kind of canceling out your risk. So that's delta neutral. And they're going to be using that as the lowest risk option for farming on Delta 1. So the minimum risk option of farming is going to be the beta version so you're optimizing yield with leveraged yield farming while also being neutral with your risk is what I see it as. It's quite new. It's a great idea. They will also have a token. You can see it here. So you would depositing user. So you would send your Solana into the Delta contract. The Delta contract will send it to the yield farm and leverage your tokens. Okay, but when you deposit, you also receive Delta tokens as proof of what's going on. Then finally, you would give back your Delta tokens to the Delta contract and receive your funds plus hopefully your profit as well. There's always risk of getting liquidated when you're talking about lending and leveraging with tokens, so that is a huge risk of this platform. But if you are going for this delta neutral role, then it's a great idea. Really, yeah, unique. I've not seen this before yet. So cool, a little bit of an advancement on the whole idea of leverage yield farming. Exciting platform. It's on Solana, which is great because it's always hard to take things that are made in Solana and get them launched on other blockchains such as EVM. So, like on Binance Smart Chain or on Phantom, because you need to make it from scratch again if it's from Solana. So that's a cool thing. I'm really excited. I hope I can get into this higher up in the waiting list and I can get into the beta and then I can show you guys what it looks like. Or if you were in this earlier than me, then you can show me what it looks like because I really want to find out when I get in this. I want to make some bank. Okay, that's today's video. Hopefully more to update on this in the future. Don't get wrecked.